In this video, we head to Marthas Vineyard in Nantucket. Menemsha, Marthas Vineyard. We arrived on July 3rd at 6 p.m. and the next morning, this is what we saw in our anchorage. We spent the 4th of July exploring this little fishing village / summer destination for the more adventurous Marthas Vineyard tourists. Not everybody goes here. Menemsha is a city where they filmed much of the movie Jaws. Real people, real fishing life, with a few good restaurants thrown in for the summer visitors. And the best fresh seafood shops around, including harpooned big-eyed tuna. No anchorage inside for our size vessel, so good thing we had calm weather, and we did find right outside the harbor for 2 nights. Definitely a treat visiting Menemsha. Highly recommend it. July 4th fireworks could be heard all around us. On July 5, we decided to go see Gay Head Lighthouse, also called Aquinnah Cliffs. In order to get there, we took the dinghy to a back of Menemsha Pond, where we met the seafood farming folks. Then we tied up to a mooring, hiked about 1/3 the way there, and hitchhiked the rest of the way. No joke, 2 kind ladies picked us up on their way to a hippie commune. The lighthouse was in danger of falling into the ocean due to erosion, so has been moved back from the cliffs. Then we hitchhiked back to our boat. This time, a summer visitor with 2 kids in back picked us up. We can only imagine what the kids shared at the dinner table that night. We are sailing in the fog along the coast of Marthas Vineyard. Beautiful sandy beaches, huge boulders. Would have been great to actually see in the full sun, but we waited as long as we could this morning. Thought it would burn off like it has been, but it's not burning off today. Anyway, we're headed to Vineyard Haven, and here's what it looks like when you don't have a beach or any land in front of you. It's just fog. So our captain beeps the horn every once in a while. There he is, beeping the horn.
I let people know I'm here.
On July 6th, we went to Vineyard Haven, Marthas Vineyard. There are certainly some beautiful sailing tour boats around, full of people. We hung about on the boat quite a bit, and we just, did some people watching. We toured an old military hospital converted to a museum, but the most interesting part of that was the gardens. We enjoyed the beautiful homes on the coasts, saw the most unique dinghy in the world, and of course, had to visit Black Dog Cafe. It's a very busy harbor with multiple ferries a day and night.
There's some New England sailing, I guess. We just wanted to get a little quick jump over to Edgartown today. Beautiful, sunny in the harbor when we left, and here we are. So I'm guessing I can see about maybe probably not 100 yards. Sounds a horn every now and then. So you can sail into something a little clearer and have interesting.
Here we are at our next anchorage, Edgartown. Still on Marthas Vineyard, however. We are just kind of moving along. Hopefully you saw the lighthouse light. And that's, I don't know, We think it's maybe fog in the distance. Kind of hard to tell sometimes. Fog or clouds, kind of the same thing anyway, but it's a beautiful place. And this is right near Chappaquiddick Island, which is only accessible by a ferry. So we're going to do that tomorrow, rent some bikes, and it is 100% beach, 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 beach for miles and miles. So we're going to go do that tomorrow. And then we're going to be on to Nantucket. But for now, this is our view. So in Edgartown, we took a ferry and then rode bikes on the infamous Chappaquiddick Bridge that Ted Kennedy drove his car off, killing his passenger Mary Jo and ruining his chances for presidency. It's got new guardrails now. We spent the afternoon on the rocky beach looking over the water shrouded in fog. Not exactly my idea of a beach day. But Edgartown was a beautiful town with plenty of coves and inlets with beaches, many gorgeous large sailing vessels, old ship captains' mansions, and plenty of summer cottages. Oh, and the view at night was amazing. These large ships are just lit up, 100% beautiful. We arrived Nantucket on Sunday morning, just a short, about 3.5 hour jaunt over here from Marthas Vineyard. And now we are going to go exploring. Beautiful entrance in the channel. You can see all the houses along the way. That's an interesting break in the breakwater in the jetties to allow the little sailboats to go through. Nantucket, 3.5 hour sail, and yes, again in the fog, but very good inlet. Strong tidal currents to get in, though. The area truly caters to boaters. There's a massive mooring field with over 125 balls supporting up to 85 feet in length. However, they were mostly full of local boats, which were much smaller. This is where people keep their boats because there's truly nowhere on land to keep them. There's little access to boat launches and very sparse marina facilities. They do have a water taxi that will pick you up and bring you to shore and back. And then you have the massive ships. Mostly from Grand Cayman. We've seen probably 10 massive ships from Grand Cayman. There's also numerous very large motor yachts, which were, 150 feet or more. They were med-tied to the marina. The only available anchorage is very small due to the depth in the area, and in the middle of the current and the path to the Cascada Cotu Wildlife Refuge. We did anchor, but if you're coming in, we do recommend trying to get a mooring ball if you came. We became part of the tour of charter and pleasure boats transiting to the refuge. Very strong currents in the anchorage, so dinghy deployment is best done on the tide change. There are plenty of dinghy docks, but they're often crowded, including children crabbing off the docks. Nantucket was the nicest New England town we saw on these islands, very rich in history and beauty. The homes, streets, and grounds were beautiful and upper class. Many more old ship captains' homes, each one more beautiful than the next. We saw people in sport coats, slacks, and dresses in the evenings, even on their boats. It was such a treat. We hope you enjoyed this video. Next time, we will cover our sailing trip to Maine. Give us a thumbs up if you did like this video, and make sure you subscribe so you get notified of the next video. Thanks for watching.